Good morning, children. This is English for class 11. Today we are going to do the poem Childhood. Okay, first let's have a look at the introduction. The steps to adulthood and awareness lead to the loss of childhood and innocence. Yes, once you become adult, you lose that childhood innocence. Yes, of course, very true. Essence. It is futile to grieve over the loss of childhood. Yes, it is useless, but it is good to retain the childlike glee. Yes, one must retain that childlike glee, the childlike happiness. Let's have a look at the summary. Okay, now here's the summary. What is the poem about? Let's have a look at the summary. Unhappy over the loss of his childhood, the poet wanted to introspect on an issue that concerned him. So deep within, he wished to explore the day and time when he lost his innocence. He pondered, he was wondering, thinking, and realized that the process of attaining adulthood is a gradual process. Yes, it happens to everyone, which undergoes different stages of growth. The poet guessed that it must have been at the age of 11 when he started to think rationally, logically, and realized that hell and heaven are mere figments of imagination. His logical mind began to differentiate between truth and imagination, reality and fiction. He also surmised that he lost his childhood when he was able to perceive the hypocrisy of adults and felt that the grown-ups were not as good as they apparently claimed to be. Why? Because according to him they were hypocrites. There is a seemingly vast difference between what they preach and practice. So there's a difference between what they preach and what they practice. This awareness dawned upon him when he reached a stage of maturity, that is when he became an adult. In the days to follow, he started thinking independently without getting influenced or dictated by others. The poet, however, is inquisitive, is eager to know where his childhood had vanished. He found an answer to his question. His childhood lay hidden at a place that had long been forgotten. He found the glimpse of his lost childhood in the innocent face of an infant. So when he saw an infant, he remembered his childhood days. Now let's have a look at some of the words and the meanings and the sentence with that. Cease. What is the meaning of cease? To stop. Cease means to stop. The rain ceased after 4 hours of heavy downpour. That means it stopped after 4 hours of heavy downpour. Next. Preach. What is the meaning of preach? Preach means to discourse publicly on religious subject. The great sage preached several sermons during his visit to Allahabad. Infant. A child in the earliest period of life is an infant. An infant needs great care and love for healthy growth. Okay, children, now let's have a look at the introduction. Innocence is an abstract noun often associated with childhood. So, we always say that, isn't it? Small children are so innocent, and really they are innocent. Great poets like Blake and Wordsworth discussed the concept of primal innocence or childlike innocence in their poems. Why do you think the idea of innocence is associated with infancy and childhood alone? Because when one is small, when one is an infant, when one is a small child, one is absolutely innocent. Small children, they do not indulge in any sort of wrong deeds. They are so pure at heart. They are so pure in their deeds. And they are so truthful. They do not even tell lies. That is why small children are said to be what? Innocent. Okay, now children, see, they say we tend to lose our innocence as we grow older and reality dawns upon us. What does this mean? This means that as we grow older, we step into adulthood, we try to understand things. We become what? We become rational. Logical thinking takes place. Why do you think that happens? You know, that happens when we step into adulthood. It is said we start losing our innocence. The book describes the growth of individuality, logical thinking, and the ability to see through the hypocrisy of the grown-ups. One understands the hypocrisy of the grown-ups. The steps to adulthood and awareness lead to the loss of childhood and its innocence. The small children do not understand the hypocrisy of the adults at all. Next, let's have a look at the summary, lines 1 to 6. We'll summarize lines 1 to 6. In the opening lines, we can see the poet wondering where his childhood went. He introspects upon this issue which seems to have concerned him. He makes guesses and surmises that he probably has lost his childhood. His geography teacher must have taught him the reality of the sky and the earth. His logical mind then began to differentiate between truth and imagination, what is true, what is untrue, what is fiction, what is reality, what is imagination. He gradually learns to do that. Yes, education and development of reason is often associated with the loss of innocence and the dawn of adulthood. As soon as reason settles in, one becomes logical. Fairy tales seem a lot less believable. One does not believe in fairy tales. Concepts like heaven and hell are understood better in their correct perspective. If you do good deeds, you go to heaven. Bad deeds, you go to hell. Then he wonders if he lost his childhood when he is able to see through the hypocrisy of adults and felt that the grown-ups are not as good as they seem to be. The child realizes with pangs of pain, he's pained that his parents are after all not all as loving as they vouch for. The shock of this painful reality makes him somewhat disturbed. There is a seemingly vast difference between what they preach and practice. This awareness dawned upon him when he reached the state of maturity, when he became an adult. As children, we tend to think of our parents as infallible, someone who will never make mistakes, and ideal role models. When we are older, we learn to see through the cracks and learn to acknowledge their feelings. Once innocence is shed, you lose your innocence. When your childhood is over, one becomes endowed with awareness of hypocrisy, the human flaws. That is what happens once you become an adult. So therefore the poet has asked in the rhetorical fashion, if the day he realized his own perspectives towards everything, that was the day when he ceased to be a child, when he understood the hypocrisy of the grown-ups, the adults. He understood that he is no more a child now. Upon a certain age, we are completely dependent on our family for each and every decision, be it small, be it big, and we don't take any individual decisions. We completely rely on our members of the family, father, mother. The knowledge of the world gives us a lot of perspective. We become more aware of things and thereby become capable of deciding for ourselves. This too marks the loss of childish innocence. That is, you try to understand things better. You become more rational. That means you have lost your childhood now. Okay, so let's see what is there in lines 19 to 22. Yes. The poet seems to have found an answer to the nagging question of where his childhood went. He has been searching for an answer. Where has his childhood gone? He feels that his childhood lies hidden in a place which has long been forgotten. And where does he find that? In the innocent face of an infant. When he sees an infant, he understands, he realizes that small children are always what? Small children are so full of innocence. And once you become an adult, you lose all your innocence. Yes, that is what happens. Here also the same thing happens. The poet has been longing to get an answer. What answer? Where has my childhood gone? And how does he get that answer? Once he steps into adulthood, he gets that answer automatically. Because he is no more innocent, he understands the hypocrisy of the world, of the adults, and he understands that there's a lot of difference between what they preach and what they practice. That is, whatever they preach, they do not practice. So children, that's all for this session. Go through the poem, underline all the difficult words. Okay? And then, what are you supposed to do? Write down the main points, whatever has been taught today. That's all for this session. Thank you and goodbye.